This is July's ScrawlrBox. Let's open it up. Let's open it up and see what's inside then, shall we? Ooh, oh, they always are ripped when I get to them, but they are coming from like halfway around the world, so I can't really complain, but let's see what is inside. Holy crap, the art in here is amazing. Look at that bumblebee. I love the colors. I like the honeycomb and the bee. Oh, the honey. That's a little too sexy for me, but okay. Ooh, look at this. Oh, there's 2 different colored papers. 2, 3, 4. Faber-Castell Polychromos pencil. And just holding them, they feel expensive. A Tombow Mono Zero eraser round. Look how dainty and petite that is. Isn't that just the cutest thing? Boop, 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 boop. A single hole metal pencil sharpener. Oh, there's 5. I was wrong. There's 5 Faber-Castell. I'm so stinking stupid. Here's the twin tip magic marker. What makes it magic? We have a sticker, of course. It's bubblegum. We have to do something about a bumblebee using these utensils. Try to come up with an idea. I think I just want to draw a cutesy little bumblebee, but I'm gonna need a reference. Where is my phone? No, not the car, the insect. This is the search results. There's one of what I was looking for. The rest of the transformer. Happy bumblebee. I don't even know what I'm doing. I think this is a bumblebee. Yeah. Use this fancy paper to draw this.
One of my favorite things about ScrawlrBox is it really pushes me to use tools that I otherwise wouldn't have, and this was the case again. Basically, I have never really used paper that was this toned, so that was one new thing. Colored pencils are something that I've never used to the point where I made something like shaded it and made it look cool. I've used colored pencils in the past, usually just like Crayola colored pencils, and I would just use them to, color in shapes. So like the dress is blue, the hair is brown, kind of things like that. So when it came to shading, this was a whole new world for me. But what I tried to do was use the black to sort of sketch out. Well, first I used my Prismacolor Color Erase pencil to sketch out the bee. But when it came to coloring it, I used black and sort of drew out the lines. But then I realized you couldn't really go over you couldn't go over the pencil that you'd already put down with another color. So the black that was that top half of the bee, like I tried to go over it with orange and the black was still showing through a lot. And I tried to sort of shade using the colors, but once you put down a color, you couldn't put another one on top of it or blend it or anything. At least that was my experience with this. You could blend with one color, so you can see like with the head on the bumblebee, I colored it like a light black, and then I went over and added some shading. But when it came to adding more colors on top of other colors, it didn't really work. And I'm very new to colored pencils, so that's something I will remember now. Basically, I'd never used... I'd used a pencil sharpener before, so that's the only tool in here I'd used before. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this because, what's it called? The theme for the box was honeybee or bumblebee, I don't really remember. So it pushed me to draw something I wouldn't normally draw. So not only am I using utensils I wouldn't normally use, I'm drawing things that I wouldn't normally draw. I know on this channel I just draw girls, 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 girls. And it's not really on purpose. It's just what happens because it's what I find easiest and it's what I've drawn the most of. So then I draw more of it because it's what I find fun. But I also find drawing different things fun, and I like that ScrawlrBox pushes me to do that. ScrawlrBox did send me this box, so I do want to thank them for that. But if you want to check out, you can get your own ScrawlrBoxes. I'll have a link in the description, and you can figure out if that's something that'll work out for you. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'm just shading in the bee. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. My brain's all over the place. I was talking about how this is drawing something that I wouldn't usually draw. And I really like the way it turned out. Like, it's not perfect, but it's like the first bumblebee I've ever drawn that's not like a like a little pea-sized like dot with wings, and then like, you know, that like dot line you always put behind a bee so it looks like it's flying around. So this is the first time I've drawn a detailed bee, but I still edge towards the cartoony side because that's just really what I wanted to do. I wanted it to be sort of my own Bumblebee. So I gave him a little smile and these giant eyes, and I think he turned out really cute. And I put his arm up, so he's like, hello! The one thing, well, besides the stripes, I just wish I had maybe experimented a little bit more before diving in. But it also just, you know, you can see where I struggled, and I'll never forget this. I'll never forget that you can't really blend these pencils as much as I would like. Or maybe there is a way to do it and I just don't know how. I'll probably be trying these out again. I really liked the pencils, and like the color quality was really, really cool, but when it came to blending them, I was having no luck whatsoever. So here I thought I got smarter, so when it came down to the butt of the bee, I was like, oh, I'll make sure I did color very, very lightly so that I can add more layers, and it did work a little bit, you can see with the orange, but when it came, I mean, looks alright. So what I really wanted, what my plan was to put the light brown or the orange color down, and then use the white to make it look or the yellow to make it look fuzzy, and it ended up looking really messy. I mean, that's again another thing I need to just experiment more with, but I really like that. I mean, I don't like that. What am I saying? Here I am just adding white to try to add highlights to things to make them pop, because the legs at this point were really blending in with the rest of him. In here I'm trying to add the stripe. From all the references I could see, like, all the bees look different, so I was trying to figure out whether the stripe actually goes all the way around the bee or if it's only on the back. From what I could see, it was mostly just on the back, but I could see somewhere it looked like the back stripe went all the way around, so I tried to do that, but then I thought that looked kind of stupid, so I think I fixed that. And again, adding more orange to everything. I just noticed the only times I draw things that aren't girls, this is what I was trying to say earlier, is in ScrawlrBoxes. So thank you, ScrawlrBox. You're doing your job. Getting me to do stuff that's not what I always draw, which I wish I could like push myself to do it when I don't have a ScrawlrBox, but I mean, we're creatures of habit, I guess, and we just draw the same thing over and over again. Anyway, I'm just finishing up this bee. Basically, I went in with the magic marker. That was something I wanted to say. I went in with the magic marker to try to, again, separate the legs, and it worked, but it's because it was a different medium than the rest of it. It looks out of place to me. I don't know if you noticed when it was happening, and you can still see it now. I'm trying to fix it by going over it with some colored pencil, but it was a rough go. And then here's where I added the wings, and I realized he's flying, and I drew the wing droopy, so I had to draw it up too to make it look like they're flapping, and then I just sort of scribbled hoping it would look good. And that's the point I got to with this one. I was like, I don't know, just add more white. Maybe it'll look like it's flying. But yeah, this is my little Bumblebee. It's got wings and everything. I really liked drawing the wings, actually, with all the circles in it to make it look like the wing structure and all the cells and the way wings look on insects. If you've ever looked at an insect's wings up close and like you grabbed a fly and you're like looking at them, you can see all those, like, I don't know what you call them. It's just a texture. It's the way they're... What is it made out of? Oh, look, I made him say hi. Look at it. But yeah, wings are cool. Bug wings. They're so complicated and so much going on. Oh, why did I go over with the magic marker again? Dang, I forgot. Oh, I just don't like it. I tried to separate, again, the body from it. And then here I went in with my white gel pen trying to just salvage this, even though that didn't come in the box. So I guess I cheated with the challenge. But I didn't like the way that turned out either. So with ScrawlrBox, it's a lot of experimenting, so I learned that I wish I hadn't done that. And yeah, I think this is just about it. That's the finished illustration. If you want to check out some of my other videos, and check out ScrawlrBox if you want to know more about that. It's a subscription art box that you get every month to get new supplies, and it can push you to do something cool. So, like this. You can learn to draw little Bumblebees. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all next week. And I hope you have a very delicious evening full of waffles. Bye!